Good evening, everyone. It's Lindsay from the Vintage Button, and I junk journal a slow stitch. I craft sustainably, and this is Junk Journal July. I'm making my journal today, so I'm going to keep it in frame, Lindsay. Keep it in frame. So this is the journal that I've chosen. I've just done some modifications and chosen the pages so that we're not here for eons. I have found this handmade album at an antique mall close to where I live, and I have just sort of fixed the corners, and I've used some Victorian letter, so real Victorian letter. I've just gone around with my metallic golds, and I think I'm going to go this colour. I might try and find my greens as well, which are skidding around on the desk somewhere, because I'm all about that for sort of highlighting edges of things. So there we go. How cute is that? I'm loving it. So what I want to do is get the pages in, do the cover, do the front cover, and possibly start the first page. We might not do all that in this video. Some of that might happen tomorrow, but this is what I want to be working on, because I will be filming my first Junk Journal July day for day one on Monday, because we're always sort of a day ahead. That means that if something happens, we've always got a day of grace for us and the other creators. I will be making a list either today or tomorrow and be putting it up on my community tab of all the other channels for you to watch and enjoy. Yeah. So let's get started. Right. So we have this. I've attached the pages and I've put them really tight. Let's undo it. We can do it again. We have time to do that. Let's move. This is my ephemera holder, by the way. It's a really old ephemera holder that I made years ago, and I had a work thing where I did a little craft workshop, dropping my clamps, and I took a load of stuff into work in this, and then I've emptied it and I've started putting Junk Journal July stuff in. So this will be my Junk Journal July ephemera holder, which I'm quite chuffed about. Alright then, so here's our book. Here's our pages. We'll look at the pages a bit later, but I've basically, they're not folded, they're just single sheets because of the way the book is constructed, and I think we will be making books like this, because I think this is probably an easy way of making a book. It's no sew. We're going to use a needle, but there's no sewing in it. It's literally just threading it through and tying a knot, and I love how handmade this is. It's not entirely square, so like the covers are slightly different sizes, and as you can see, that's not at all true. It's not square. It's a little bit off centre everywhere. The holes are off centre. The cutting is atrocious, but I love it. I really do love it. Somebody put this together because they couldn't get hold of a cigarette card book and made their own cigarette card book out of it, so I've kind of commandeered it for something else. It's going to be a Junk Journal July. So because I craft sustainably, that means I find things out in the wild, such as our little album, and I make my books out of that. It could be modern stuff, it could be antique. I've got bits that are from the 1800s, some bits are from the early 1800s, and so, like, you know, over 200 years old, which are really precious bits of paper that we will be using in this journal. I say precious bits of paper, but there's quite a lot of it. So I will be using it because we use our resources. What I would encourage you for this challenge, and probably for most of junk journaling, is just go and use what you have. I mean, I love the treasure hunt of the second-hand stuff, but really use what you have, and if you don't use it, then don't hold on to it. In the week when I did the thing at work, I actually gave a lot of stuff away, and I gave all my stickers and there was Tim Holt stuff. There was quite a lot of stickers, a big box of it, and I just thought, I've stopped using them because I'm using my junk more and the real things, and I like my art to be made out of these sort of authentic things, so I gave it all away. I felt really good to be coming back without this box. Now I think that's not I'm going to go with the right size hole. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just going to punch all the way through, not through that one. Not doing it very well. Here we go. I am now punch all the way through if I can manage it. Oh, crocodile's a good thing. You can buy them second hand. I've got one of each size, so I've got like the handheld one and I've got this one, and that's purely because I thought I was going to be into scrapbooking in the early 2000s and bought everything and then abandoned it. So that's what I'm saying about junk journaling. Use all that abandoned stuff. Don't go out and buy new stuff. You don't need all the stickers. You don't need all the things. There'll be things in your kitchen that you can use. There'll be things that come through the door that you can use. It's such a creative thing. You create from what you have. I love it. I love it. Okie dokie. So now we have some decisions to make, and you can scream at the screen. I've got these 4 colours. I've got this cotton, and it's like knitting or crochet cotton. I have a very nice summer jumper that's made in that colour. It reminds me, I might keep a bit, and then if it ever breaks, I could fix it. So it made it of a slightly different thing, but it just reminds me of it. I've got this crochet kind of cottony stuff. I've got this, and I've got this. Now initially I was thinking this, but I don't know if it clashes, and I was going to masterboard this, but once I did my little fix, I thought I want it to be whoever's made it journal. So I'm not feeling that now. So I think it's either going to be the green or the pink. Let's get the little bits and pieces that I have separated off. And I'm dropping stuff everywhere. It's warm. My design might change because I put those little edges on, but that's alright. Yeah, it might change. Or I could whip it round. It won't change. Now I've got this. I need a picture. Got random pictures of people's hands from yesterday. Please bear with me. Come on, slow thing. Photo. Here we go. So, okay, so it's not on the... That's how I'm roughly planning it. I've got a bit of Bee Happy Stationery in here. I've got some book that I love, which is this Wildflowers book, and I've got some flower fairies that I have stained. I've tea stained the fairy before we're putting it on because it was very bright white, and I thought I don't like that. I'm going to tea stain them, so I think all my flower fairies are going to get tea stained. So that's kind of going to go there. I'm going to put this down and refer to it, and I'm just going to lay it out, and then I'm going to decide which thread. I think it is either going to be the green or the pink. So we're going to put the little cauldron in behind because she's magic and she does magic. Then we've got what we are, that it's a collaboration. I'm not going to stick it down now. I just want to have it laid out, and then I can make a decision about where the colours are going to go best. Yes, I like that there. And I like that there. Journal July. Got a bee going that way, I think. Oh, I don't know where that one goes. Might not go. I know this definitely one goes along here. Oh, that'll look nice, that. That'll look nice that way. I think I might cut this a little bit. I'll have a think. Or I might not, actually. I'll have a think. I might not. Okay, so we've got pink. It does kind of tie that pink and that pink. That's my husband making a silly noise. Okay. Then we've got that green. I've got glue on my fingers, please bear with. I actually think I like the green better than the pink. Green it is. I like the green. Okay. Let's carefully put these things to one side. I'm quite excited about this. I think I might have to find my greeny golds then, which is somewhere on this desk. We're going to double time this. I think we might double time it just because I like to be safer than sorry. It's all naughty. I think that's plenty though. Okay. Right. Here we go. Oh look, the holes didn't match. It doesn't matter, they match now. We will do something with that. I don't know what. Oh, we might not do. It's part of its story, isn't it? It's like restoring a house. It's part of its story. Okay. Oh, I tell you what I could do. That might be good actually, if I loop it through another time on each side. That would make it hold a little bit faster. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I wonder. No, we'll just do that. So we've got Friday TV, which is either Welcome to Wrexham or Ironheart. I'm not sure. I watched Ironheart. We like Marvel and Star Wars and stuff in our house because we're very Gen X like that. And yeah, I'm not sure. We're feeling the Ironheart one. I think it's because we're a bit old. It's definitely one for the youth. It was quite slow as well to get started. But we'll give it a go. We'll watch it through. Oh yeah, I like that. That's nice. Double knotted it. It's nice and neat. I can take these off, then we can see how it works. Yes. See, then we'll be folding all the pages back like that eventually. I like it. So the pages are some 1960s gardening book. I don't know when this book is from, but the paper's really nice, but I suspect it's not even vintage. And some handmade paper, which is a first. And we've got that to sort out, but I think we might just be doing the front page. Okay, we've got our bits. Our bits to do. Are we going to put any? I think I do want to put some gold on. But do I want straight gold or do I want green gold? If I want green gold, where is it? I've definitely got green golds in this. Oh yeah, I've got some nice greeny golds there. I'll use that. Okay, let's make our decisions. We can overlap it and put the gold round. could overlap it and put like a pinky gold or a gold. Let's do that, and then we might put a greeny gold around that one. Okay, let's do gold. It's going to get pinkied up because it's got pink on the brush. Terrible, I don't wash my brushes out, I just put more water on them. It all comes out in the wash. Now, I'm hoping if I get this paint really dry, that it'll sort of dry in real time, really. Do apologise for the noise, the road noise. There's actually, I was going to do it the other way around because normally at this time of night it's really quiet. But there's some sort of fun fair happening on the sports field that's behind our house, so I've had to close the window. But I'm really glad that I got my all the event things that I had going on this week out the way, and they were all successful to one degree or another. The weekend was a bit of a shambles. Yesterday was really good. Obviously, out of all of our team, not everybody was into junk journaling, but there were quite a few, and I had some really good conversations about like sustainability, ethical buying of products. There was some really good chat, and like people junk journaled who'd never junk journaled before. I consider that a win. So I even got some subscribers, so it's all good. Yeah, I liked it. My little team really enjoyed doing it, which is really nice. We were the last ones left. So I think we have some bits and pieces to do, like in our own well-being time, that, you know, kind of crafting or going round the little town where our office is. There's some nice charity shops that I should imagine do have some really good vintage treasure. So that might be something to do, like in well-being time. If you work for a charity, you don't get much of like corporate perks. Tiny bit of water. I've said that. My husband works for Corporate Evil and he doesn't get much corporate way in the way of corporate perks anymore. Okay, I like that. Right, but I wanted to put it one side, Lindsay Bins. Okay, and we're going to do this one in sort of a green. Let's do this green. I hope it's green. I've no idea where it is underneath, but I'm sure it'll work out. I like that colour. Can you see it? Make sure I'm on the screen. Again, make my paint as dry as possible. Why? It is as hot as Hades in here. I could put stuff on my windowsill. I don't think I need to do it with the other things. I'll have a look. Oh, I might do it with the writing to make them look a bit like labels. I'll do them in the pink, I think, which will need another brush. So I have a green brush and a pinky brush. Some of this will be covered up, but I'm just going to do it anyway, and then I know that I won't have to take it out if I put it down and move it around. Okay, let's find another brush. Am I going to have to buy some brushes, or are they hidden? That one will do. going with the pink. So the big palette, I don't know where I got the big palette from. No, I do. Oh, I got it from Tyndall's. So Tyndall's is like an art shop. It is like a franchise, but they are local. And there's a Tyndall's in town. I might treat myself to some Tyndall's this weekend. I'm going to be heavily focusing on Junk Journal July and sorting my craft room and readying it and making some videos. But I said to my husband, I was like, I would like to go out. So I think we'll be out and about doing things. I think this one should be pink. How's your week been? How's your week if you work? How's your week been at work? My week's been alright. It's busy. Next week I looked at my diary and it's really busy. And I've got some training outstanding. But I've got, the way I booked my appointments on Monday, I've got time in the morning. And then I'm just going to finish early if I've got, because I'm working a long day tomorrow. I'm only going to be finishing at 6 o'clock. So I'm just going to make it up somehow. Alright, well, that's at the top, isn't it? Let's put that there. I like that. I want that to be gold. That means we need another brush, Linz. I might treat myself to some brushes. I don't know. Could do this with a pen as well, but where I've got my paints out. I do think the paint actually probably looks a bit better, but I think we will just be doing the front cover and then we'll have a little explore about the inside. No, that's a big blob. Big blob. It's alright. We don't mind big blobs here. We don't mind. Okay. Do I want anything else for the gold? I think I'm going to leave the foliage as foliage. Should we do that pink? We need another thing with a date on. Oh no, I might have to stamp one out actually. What can I do? What have I got that I could get? Have I got a hymnal or something that's got numbers in it? That could be an interesting way of doing it. So this is just straight off the sheet. That is like the prompt sheet. I just cut the bits up to make the cover, and then it's all a bit cohesive. It all has the same theme. So look, that's where I've taken them from. Okay, did we have a hymnal near me? Because I know I've been pulling stuff out of a hymnal recently. I might have to do that another time and I fit it in somewhere. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, got my glue. I've lost my big tweezers. manage it. Now that has got to come over here. But I think it is going to go down first. Because I want that. I don't want it to go over the bendy bit. We can trim that down somewhat. My desk is atrocious, but I've been busy. That should work, hopefully. It did all work at one point. Unless am I going up and under? I think we might do that. Yes, then that works. Does that work? That works. We can even go over. Those bit of leavages can go over. Okay. Is that how we had it? I don't think we did. But that makes sense. We can have it a little bit wonky donkey. But yeah, I like it a bit wonky donkey. I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm doing this, you know. Cannot believe it. Let me check. Oh no, the big writing's at the bottom. That makes sense. Cauldron brought forward. Right, let's stick the cauldron down. We stick the cauldron down. Then we know that goes there. Yes. Isn't it great how like printables can do this? You can take lots of different types of kits and mix them together. You can do this with book pages. I mean, this is like there's two books and a set of printables involved here, and it just works that way. So I'm going to put the vintage button on YouTube at the top. Is that how we're rolling? There's another little piece. Oh, what am I missing then? Hosted by. No, what? It's all right. We can do without hosted by. All right. So that goes there. I like a little bit of negative space. I can hear people outside. I like that. Right, let's stick this down. I've got a stuffed up nose because it's really hot in here. Then you have all those silly people outside with the noisy things. Next house we buy will not be on a main road. We didn't have much choice at the time. But we moved from Cambridge. We kind of lived adjacent to two quite major roads that there was traffic noise, but it wasn't quite as like, I wouldn't say the noise is offensive now, but it wasn't sort of as apparent. That's the best way to phrase it. what the noise is now. Oh yeah. Look at that. I like that. Right, let's do this. Here we go. Magic. I'm going to go in with my white gel pen as well, I think. And some gold dots. I think I've got some greeny gold. Loving it. So that's why it's quite helpful to have that, you know, take that photograph on your phone or draw it out as a plan, you know, like kind of just put some boxes, shapes of where you would like things. And then you can do this too. So we've got Junk Journal July in the middle. We've got that there, and then we've got the little bee that is here. Framing that like that, and then if I find hosted by, I will So the gold frame on this, I just used my gold paint marker. Oh, I like that. Bring that down a little bit more. Let's stick this one on. Go, I've gone quiet. It's because I'm loving it. This is what you do. You get your head into your hands. I was talking to somebody at work about this, and I said it's like you can really process some quite ugly thoughts and make something beautiful. That's what I love about this kind of crafting. I love that about slow stitch as well. Just amazed. So this time last year I was starting Junk Journal July with Meg, hosting it and having no subscribers and just switching my camera on. Very much I just switched my camera on now, really. Got a better lighting rig, but that's about it. I'm still using the same old Google Pixel phone with a cracked screen. Yeah, I just switched my camera on, and there was a bit of a thought process, and I have talked about that before, about how really it took years to get the gumption we might do some things about like goals, creative goals and stuff. That might be a good thing to do. Where should we have the bee? We could have the bee here now. Or we're going to have the hosted by, aren't we? No, we can still put the bee there. The bee here. I think the bee can go here. That's what you do. You start futzing around. Oh, I like the bee there actually. I like that. So, if you want to join in on Junk Journal July, it is not going to be too late at any point in July. Go over to the Bee Happy Stationery Ko-fi and grab one of, grab one of her kits, but grab the Junk Journal July prompt list. Make yourself a book. Get a notebook and just start doing. The first Junk Journal July book I made was out of it was a craft paper notebook that my daughter had when she was little, and it was just full of scribbles, so I just literally ripped the pages out and stuck other pages onto the tabs of the page and made a book that way. There's so many ways you can make a book. It doesn't have to be like all these elaborate things. I'm definitely going to be making this. I think this is going to be an easy win. Easy book. And this spine could have held more pages, but it's already got a bit of a gatory mouthy. I love it. So I'm either going to take another bee and put that up there, kind of going in a different direction, or I'll find the hosted by somewhere on the melee of my desk and I'll add that to it. But even if I didn't do that, I don't mind a bit of negative space. It's fine. It's cool beans. I love it. It's so different from my other ones, but so the same. I think I really enjoy these challenges because they give me that sense of my style. And it's okay to have your style, and if your style's a bit twee, that's okay. And I think my style's a bit twee, but that's okay. I'm going to challenge my style as well. I'm going to get some paint and do some other bits and pieces as we go through, I'm sure. But it's okay to have your style. It's okay to be where you're at, really. Yeah. So I'm loving it. I'm loving that I've got a theme of the flower fairies, and I've got those photographs of like old-fashioned vintage photographs that I'm going to make sort of people fairies as well. It's just going to be magical. A bit whimsical. I get more and more whimsical as I get older. But there we go. I'm loving it. So for tomorrow we will be having a sheet here that'll have all of the prompts on, using this stuff again. And we'll have a pocket, which I think I will dig into the Hale Herbology kit, which is where that little cauldron came from, and make a pocket here from cereal packet and something out of the printable, so that I can put things, which is generally I print a few of these off and they go in the pocket, so that the theme of these. So I also will be taking all of these off. I will do that before I switch the camera on tomorrow. Actually, I will cut out these individually and I will place them on the pages so it runs sequentially. And I think for Junk Journal July, this is the way I prefer to do it. For Junk Journal January, I don't do it that way at all. I do it really randomly. But I think whilst I'm doing this and doing it on camera, I'm going to do it that way. I don't know if I would be hosting Junk Journal January, because I have a whole different mindset in the winter than what I do in the summer. So we'll see. But there we go. Isn't that amazing? I love it. And it's amazing just because I made it. And your thing will be amazing just because you made it too. I really want to encourage you to join in. Let me know in the comments, are you joining in? If this is your first time of watching and you found us because of Junk Journal July, we're going to use the hashtag Junk Journal July UK, just so that we know that you're referring to us when you post pictures on Insta. Do it on a Facebook group. Find the Facebook group. It's all going to be in those comments below. let us know. We're really excited. I hope you are. Like I said, join us, subscribe, watch out for that list of all the other people, subscribe to them. Let's make our little communities grow. Alright then everyone, I hope you have a lovely evening. I'm going to go down and have my dinner, spend some time with my husband, and then tomorrow, after a bit more tidying up and a bit of housework, and perhaps a trip out, we will be doing the inside of our book. Alright then everyone, it's been lovely to spend time with you. Bye bye.